it is going to be another hot day. The past several days we've had heat indexes above 100, like 105, 106, 7, 8. Yesterday was 109. So lots of water. I was even in here wiring yesterday, receptacles up, and just sweat everywhere. I was like, the tools were falling out of my hands because my hands were so sweaty and so much water just running everywhere. So today, it actually ended up yesterday, I felt a little bit cooler being outside. At least there was some breeze blowing. But today we're going to be working on the soffit on the house so that we can get that closed in, because we need to go in and get the siding up on our house. The reason we need to get the siding up, at least on the back part, is because the tankless hot water heater, or the tankless water heater, is being installed next week, and we need to have that up. We also need to have it up where the propane tank is going to be sitting on the back of the house, because we don't want to have to try to fight around that, and that would just be difficult. So we're going to get at least the siding up there. But in general, we just need to go and get sided on this house too. It's also something that we can do while sheetrock is being installed in the house too. So we have a few more outlets. I have gotten all the outlets almost done except for the GFCI outlets. We got to get those in. We need to put in a few more light switches, and we need to put the grounding rods in and mount the box on the outside of the house here for our power, and then run the solar. That will not all get done this weekend. I think our main goal is to get this soffit up so that we can start the siding, and I would like to finish up a little bit more of this electrical. So come along, let's see what we can get done. So the first thing we had to do to start this soffit is to build what's called a return. This is the return here, and I'll show you what it looks like at the other. So you have a return where you have the gable end come down to meet with this end. So this little piece here that we built yesterday evening is called the return. So you'll see on this end where we don't have the return built yet, it just comes down. So in order for the soffits to connect correctly, you've got to put the return up there. So we have a 2x2 here, and then under that you put a piece of F channel that the soffit kind of slides into, and then under that we will put some J channel, which is what the metal will then slide into on the house. Straight line for the 2x2s all the way across. Now we're just connecting those to the house, and then the F channel will connect right up under there.
Alright, I need you to cut me a piece of soffit. 12.5 inches.
Trouble trying to get it to fit in this F channel and up in the metal here. So we went down to the F channel and slid it in, and we're sliding them this way. I mean, we learn every day. We are not professionals by any means, and so there might be a better way to do this, but when you're learning and you're trying to figure it out, you do what works. So if you've installed soffit before, you could leave us a comment below and tell us if there's an easier way, if we did this right, or if it's not right. Nice. And then we have just one screw we hold it in with, a flat, what's that fancy thing called? Little flathead screw.
12.25.
Okay.
Cut me 2 12.25s and 1 12.
All right. Whew. All right. I'm taking a short break here in the shade. My sweat is like sweating sweat. It is hot. Tomorrow is supposed to be so much cooler. But which we probably should have just done the Soffit tomorrow, but we didn't. Because we have to get it on, and we feel like it was supposed to be raining all day today. It's not raining. I think it's supposed to be raining this afternoon, so we're trying to get the Soffit on so we can get the metal on so we can get the water heater installed, because we have rescheduled them twice now because we weren't ready for them and I refuse to reschedule that again. So, alright, I'm going to answer a few questions. One, you saw in our last video where we had the septic was installed, and I've had some people ask questions about why did we do septic over doing like a composting toilet or things like that. You gotta look at your code, and so our code says that we can't have a composting toilet if we have water lines running into the house, and then at the same time it says that we cannot use rainwater catchment for human consumption. So we can use it for our animals and we can use it for our garden, but we cannot use it for us to drink. There's a shirt that Joel Saladin has. I think he still has it. I don't know. Might be in his one of his something he says, and I'm pretty sure he had a shirt, but it said, "Everything I want to do is illegal." And that's kind of how I feel about this process. You know, we want to be more self-sustaining, and all these entities and government agencies want us to be more green, but they don't want to allow you to do things that allow you to be more green, like septic and water catchment. So anyway, that's a whole nother story. But so yeah, that's why we have septic going in. Oh wow, we almost got half the Soffit done across the back. Like, looking at it, we've almost gotten halfway.
Yeah, I need the J, metal J.
Okay. I gotta pause my video to get it.
That's all right.
I forgot what I was even saying. Oh, yeah, so the other thing about that is cost. I mean, the septic system and to put a well in, like all of that was expensive. And especially right now when prices keep going up and up. Like the other day we had our septic, like the lines, the things for the lines sitting there for a week or so before they came to the septic in, because the price was going up the next Monday, and so we got it delivered on Friday so we could get the lower price versus having to pay for the price it was going to be on Monday. So everything right now with building is expensive and stressful, and it's like now that I'm sitting, I feel like I just have like a water faucet running, like great day, at least out there in the wind. I guess it was blowing the sweat off. I'm just so wet.
I'm gonna need your help holding this up.
Alright. Alright, I'm gonna go install J channel.
You want to video this?
Yes! We gotta go install J channel. I'll get back to this in a little bit. Alright, we're gonna put the J channel up for the metal siding. I don't like. Alright, so see, that was like the F channel's under there, the Soffit slides into that, and then you put the J channel here, and then the metal siding will slide into that. So it makes everything look pretty and finished. Alright, let's look at what we got done for the day. We got the entire Soffit on the front of the house done. We were also able to get half of the back. Well, the part of the back that we needed to get done in order to get the siding on so that we could get the water heater installed. So we got that done too. We are stopping now because it is hot. We've lost a lot of liquids today, and even though we've been replenishing them, I'm starting to get a little bit of a headache. Let me let you see the back so you can see where we got that half done, right to the window there, and then we haven't finished that, and we've also got to finish the gable ends. Knowing your body says, hey, that's enough. Now it's shady on this side, yes, but we spent a lot of time in the sun this morning, and it just takes a lot out of you over time. So know your body, know when to give it a break. We are going to get the animals fed up here, keep replenishing fluids, and then get a good night's sleep, because then we will be ready to get back at this tomorrow. It rained a whole lot over here last night, and where all that septic was dug last week, yeah, it's pretty muddy. I walked over there to feed the cows, and my shoes are pretty heavy with nice red mud now. But we are getting an earlier start on the day. The weather is already so much cooler, and we are so thankful for that. The humidity is high, but the heat is not supposed to be nearly as bad today. So we hopefully are going to finish up this soffit. I think we're going to start right here on this gable end and get that done while the shade is on this side. And maybe we'll work inside, and then as the sun moves around, we could possibly finish up the back. We'll still have one more side of soffit left to do. And we do need to build the return on this end. So right down here, we need to build the return so that it'll look like this end. So maybe we can get that done this morning as well. We're gonna work, see what we can get done, and I'll bring you all along for the ride. First things first, start with a little sunscreen. Make sure you're using safe, non-toxic things on your skin. You would be surprised at the chemicals and sunscreens on the market. So do your research. Look for things that have non-nano zinc oxide in them. Badger is one that we use sometimes. Think Sport. This one that I use on my face I actually like because it's not greasy and oily and it goes in really well. Is a sunscreen from the company Crunchy. So this is like a sunlight day sunscreen for your face. I use that on my face whenever we're out here. I use it on the kids' faces too. So just make sure you're putting good non-toxic things on your skin and body, because all that goes into your body within like 30 seconds. Whatever you're putting on your skin can absorb into your body. So there's my little healthy tip for you for today. Now we get to see, with all the rain and mud, what a mess we're gonna make today. I think we'll have some smoothing out. We have, goodness gracious, I guess you'll have to smooth that out with the tractor. That's beautiful. Yikes. Up here at the peak, it's a little bit different. You want to slide it into your F channel, and then you want to make a mark so you know where the part is at your peak. You want to make sure it's connecting there, right here.
Good. Just making sure you're paying attention.
And then you're going to make a line where it's going to be at the center. Where the center of our peak is going to be. And we're just going to fold it into itself, like on that line. Yeah.
Voila.
Now you're going to pop the screws in it. So now we're cutting the J channel to go up under the F channel here. So we measured the distance from the peak down. It was 58 3/8.
Hold it.
Hold what, the J channel? And so we're gonna cut the J channel and then bend it so it will fit up here at the peak. Thank you. we're gonna cut just the bottom and the top, but not, well, the bottom and the front.
There's only 3 sides.
Right, but not the little top part in there. You don't cut this because you want it to bend. Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Continue it all the way down to the eave. So we're working with the sun today, and so now that we're in the it's shady on this side, we're gonna put the F channel up for this gable. All the other soffit is done for the other gable, the front and the back. So we just have to get this channeling, like F channeling up, the J channel will go up under it, and then the soffit can just slip in. Now we can just kind of go up and then come back down. It's not high enough, I don't think. Well, we actually finished all of the soffit this weekend. All we have left to do is to fix right at the, we have one return all the way at that end that we've got to fix, and just put a couple little pieces of soffit to cover that. But that's it, and it makes it really look finished. When you look at it, it looks like one smooth line all the way down and up. And so here we have like this white flashing right under the gutter. You can see it here. We're gonna put that same thing on the outside here, so it'll finish off that gable end. So the next thing is gonna be putting some J channel around our doors and windows, and then putting the siding up on the house. So stay tuned so you see that. We got some noisy animals over there. And finish a little bit of electrical, and then get ready to call for an inspection. So don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time right here at Cram Farms.